Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Face of TV as James just plays with his Billa.
Did you say they look good or they are good?
They look really good.
Oh, they look really good.
Yeah.
So if you know about these in the chat, then give us a shout. Tell production they can give us feedback on these. SmithZz mest kompatibla. Anyway,
that's an sound, by the way. You can't say copter. It's like
Köpter?
Because over the two dots is like an sound, like Berg.
They have they have these cinnamon buns, and they have little flags on them that say Lyckabulle, which is lucky bun, I think.
Do you like licorice?
Lyckabulle.
They are crazy about licorice.
No, I like the red licorice. I don't like the black licorice.
Oh yeah, me too. Hey, you know what? Like I was walking down the street grabbing some food real quickly before in between these games, because you made me so hungry earlier, and I saw nothing. You know what I saw? A couple like outside of here, at the pub, with a couple pints and like a huge plate of nachos.
Oh, I don't like nachos.
What?
To be honest, because it's just a hot mess, man. It's Doritos with some crap on top. Like let's face it. No pun intended. Nachos are rubbish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it gets me hate, but nachos no.
Well, it's simple. It's a simple thing. You can.
It's too simple. It's like petrol
what kind of
station food.
What extravagant food are you used to, James?
I've forgotten what I like. I like fish.
That's pretty simple. It's like you just take that out of the sea.
I like pierogi.
I mean, it's all simple. I mean, what do
you?
No,
nachos is just a mess. Nachos is a mess. You can't eat them without getting into a mess. They look like a damn mess. They're all stuck together. It's just unrefined eating, DDK.
It's also like really unhealthy as well. These bets are really.
Oh wow, we've got some reasonable betting now. People aren't going crazy here.
I would expect this because it's a best of 3, right? Which changes things a lot. So you don't really get like the value bets as much. Yeah, that looks 55 for Nip. I would actually, that would be exactly what I would have said.
I always bet against Nip. Because
how can you bet against Nip?
Because they're almost always the favourite.
I always do that. I always get burned, man.
Yeah, I never bet for the favourite because it's not worth it. I wanna make some skins for my skins, damn it.
Some skins and my skins. And we're going to the pistol round now. So let's see what happens. Friberg with a very fast couple kills from balcony. Hello, and he might just find something else. What is this? Friberg with a quick triple. Xizt is having some fun up in the bedroom as well.
I'm not even going to go there with that one.
I set that up for you. But in comes shox from the back with a double. And now the apartments is the territory of Shoxy. And he does have himself the bomb as well. So there's over a minute left. This was really fast, actually. Over a minute left for shox to try to find his way onto a plant. Or 3 kills for the victory by elimination. So
the main man's going to be Forest here to see if he crosses over to B. So Shoxy's going to have to make a frag. He wants to. Oh, doesn't see him. Doesn't know where he is. But he gets out there anyway.
The USPS man.
He doesn't see. Some people would stop and try and find the person and kill him there, but he doesn't need to kill that person there. He needs to get to a bomb site.
Well, the thing is that now they've spotted him, so now they have to put one guy on B, and they're holding positions. Keep one on the middle angle, one on pit on A. There should surely be no way they can lose this. But shox is making actually the right call by going to B, as it's obviously there's just one guy there. It is Forest. Let's see if shox can actually do this. He's got 20 seconds left now. He's just walking his way towards the site. He's got to guess very well here.
Oh, he's not going to get the gun out.
Oh dear. This is a recipe for disaster!
Oh, no, he hasn't done that! Oh, Forest, you dirty, dirty boy. Oh, wow. Well, but the thing is, that's the perfect play because he probably gets 2 swipes in before Shoxy can actually fire his gun there.
Yep.
But there's just silence in the chat. You know,
look at his money.
Xizt sends his regards. That was some Game of Thrones business there. The Lannisters send their regards. That's basically what he's saying. He's gone all medieval on that ass. Damn.
There's no coming back from that.
Damn.
But shox is going to try. He's picked up the scout. This is like a good way to reverse humiliate someone.
So there's some nice. Well, the way LDLC are kind of the scout second round if they lose a pistol is a given. It's happening at this point. So and they're making it work. So.
Well, they are setting up for at least a lot of aggression towards the B bomb site, and we have Get Right as the first point of contact here, and he's going to actually get scouted, and in comes Smith with the CZ. That's how you do it. Look, the tag and the CZ finish. That's perfect there, and they're actually in on the site, but Friberg's hit with a nice little pop flash, and he's going to momentarily stop their approach, but it's going to be kioShiMa just sprays him down with that Xizt. No respect at all. And Xizt going to start working on them with the Famous. But they have the B bomb site. But look at this. No one's rotating, really. They haven't seen the bomb yet. And here's NBK in library. What's happening? He's going to take down Forest, pick up the weapon. This is madness. And we have a 2-on-2 situation. NBK going to find himself a 1-on-1 with Fifflaren up in the apartments, pick up the bomb.
Is this going to happen? This is crazy for him. This is madness.
I am absolutely shocked.
I think we're in the Matrix right now.
Here we go, Xizt. Go for the 1-on-1, spraying that Famous. NBK is so low at the moment, but kioShiMa's going to come in to help him out. There's kioShiMa, and he's going to... What was this round even about? This was awesome.
I think you need to go over this.
You do like an analysis video. This like break it down.
I want to know what the hell's going on.
Break down the decision making.
Man, DDK is so excited. He's shaking the table. There's coffee going all over the place. Just a good thing you can't see any of this madness.
But now there's 2 scouts, so...
Now there's 2 scouts. Why have 1 when you can have 2?
Scouts have multiplied.
Scouts of doom.
So we go. Going to get the peaks coming in
here. Scout in mid as well.
They find nothing though.
Nothing but a grenade. That's Fiffy on 50 HP. Fiffy on 50. Boom.
But now he's on 39. So let's move swiftly on as the T's approach this round. Trying to find some frags.
Alright, so we go.
Look on DDK's face.
I'm grinning like a moron.
Yeah.
I'm
like a Cheshire cat. Like a Cheshire cat, DDK.
I'm enjoying it in a guilty way at the moment. Okay, so they're going to smoke him off. And we do have they're you know, applying the same round to LDLC that LDLC just did to them, but with an extra scout. But they have the CZ, the 5-7, the PD50 to back up their scouts. Oh, Xizt going to re-smoke the choke point there on B, which is awesome. Let's check that out. Look. Oh, actually, Friberg going to die straight away as the re-smoke comes in. So LDLC managed to actually, you know, circumvent that that smoke that was coming in from CT Arch, and now NIP are in a really bad spot because they don't even have a kit on them, and they have to run so far. They just can't even.
They're not even going to try. They still need to kind of eco for the next round, so they're just going to try and save to breach for the next round. But they have a hungry kioShiMa looking for some frags. He wants to bring the pain. The Brock Lesnar of the LDLC team looking to find someone to hurt, but that's an interesting camera angle. It's a bit Metal Gear Solid. I don't think he's going to find anyone unless he goes for a late rush here through the apps, but it's not meant to be here. Nip will survive and fight another day.
Alright, so do you think they're going to do the double mid-peak? Because, you know, LDLC are going to know that they have the 2 scouts left. They'll probably pre-nade it, right?
Yeah, but but it's kind of like, have you read Death Note, the manga?
I haven't read the manga.
Okay, the Death Note is a manga of consistent, absolutely ridiculous one-upmanship where they're outthinking each other to the point where on they're like step 15, oh, but he might do this if I've done this, but he might do this and then this might happen. So they may feel like the scouts don't go to mid after all. However, they found them anyway, and they're all down apart from Xizt and Get Right on the lowly pistols here with Xizt in CT spawn. He will try and find a frag here, but we'll see if he can connect through that smoke with the 5-7. Those armor-piercing bullets. 5-7 is a beautiful gun, and definitely generally favoured over the CZ, in my opinion.
You know what? I think you just ruined Death Note for me.
Well, you don't know the entire premise of the story, apart from that there are...
You pretty much put it out there.
Well, were you ever going to read it?
No.
No.
Probably not.
Okay. There are other books out there, buddy.
So waiting for the next Game of Thrones.
What is going on here with Pappy?
I don't know, he seems to be...
He's having a moment in T-spawn.
He's
going to die. Oh, Happy, what are you doing, mate?
Practice. And that's actually a gun to Get Right.
He's abusing plant pots. If any of you live near Happy and like there's just plant pots smashed in during the night in the road, you know who it is now. It's Happy. He's a plant abuser. I have a catchphrase for this map.
Yeah.
You haven't heard the worst of it yet, my friend. but they just don't have an opportunity to use it yet. But when we do,
all right, I'm looking forward to that. You're already dazzling me with all these shenanigans. All right, so into the next round. Now we have the buy coming in from LDLC, and it's serious time once again as they try to. They are not going for any kind of banana control just yet. They're going to get smoked off here. So the classic passive plays from NIP, just holding these angles, re-smoking when they can, and getting the crossfire in. Fifflaren might just get challenged here. That smoke is just denying Xizt a little bit, and so Fifflaren's going to change his angle. Also, see if he can spot anybody on Boiler. But LDLC, they have apartments. They have banana now. And this is now the point at which the grenades start to run low for NIP. Those smokes start to not become an option anymore, and then they have to fall back from middle. So that, you know, back onto the furthest depths of the lines of defense on the A site itself. And so it looks like now LDLC decide to make the movement back towards the B site, and they have Friberg and Get Right to contest with. So let's see what they're able to scrap together here.
The CTs do have 5 flashbangs, 4 counter flashes to try and stop these pushes. Friberg with only 1 in the bank, and Get Right with 2. He's holding the flash now, so we'll see if he flashes Paul, but might not be fast enough here. Does get the frag. There are 4 other people on Banana for LDLC, so it's going to be a strong hold if it's going to be any hold here for NIP.
Yeah, and it's looking really chaotic right now, very crazy. NBK going to actually be able to get the bomb down after all of that, which is quite fantastic for LDLC. But the pressure is coming in. NIP have construction, and so this means that LDLC are going to be under a lot of damage very shortly as those bullets start to rain in, as they start to get those angles. In comes Forest, manages to take down kioShiMa towards Paul. Happy, though, in a very good position. He's the last man standing here. He has to make quick kills, does deal with Forest. There's 2 players left. They're lining up a little bit. Happy, too low to do much, and it's going to be the defuse from Xizt. And it was a lot of damage done by LDLC, though. They did take down 3 players. So with the money situation as it is for NIP, it's not too horrendous, but they're keeping them honest. You know, they're keeping them within the realms of a possible eco should LDLC scrap together, you know, 1 or 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, this is not easy going here for NIP. You can see Forest Xizt, $100 or less in the bank.
Oh, actually, this round is worth 2. In fact, they do have to eco. You have to lose this.
Yeah, so LDLC still got some cash to play around with. We've got kioShiMa on almost 7,500, shox on 5,000. So should they lose this round, I'm expecting a few drops from their team, so they'll still be able to force it up. And even better if they get the plant, because it will be an extra $800 per person. So, passive play at the beginning of round 6 of a possible 30 here. In the first map of this best of 3. I don't know how you say 3 in Swedish.
I know 2 is a 2. I think
Trea.
I think it's Trea. I think it's Trea.
Trea.
Trea. I think that is 3.
Planta bomba.
Then
I'm
not sure. Anyway, the push is actually slowly. They're trying to actually get an angle here into this middle peak, but it's actually Xizt with a very unpredictable aggressive peak that's going to take the first kill, first blood for them, but it's going to be NBK to get that back. So, you know, the trades go back and forth, the dust is settled, and we have a 3 versus 4 situation. NIP is still looking good here on the A bomb site, and LDLC are trying to find a way forwards. They do have the bomb man, shox, kind of like really far in the CT arch area, but he's going to back away now. As it could have been an option to actually burst out of CT arch, try to get the one-on-one, but to go for that piece split. But they're just going to go for all 3 men.
Timing from Friberg.
So now it's not looking so good, is it? They got 2 players left to go in, and Happy's got an AWP. Here we go, shox in first. Get right coming in.
Look at this play from Friberg. He heard them coming. Rather than engaging, he falls back, throws a flashbang out, stops them from taking the site, allows his teammates to come back and help him as well. So excellent play there from Friberg to hold off LDLC as they push that B bomb site late in that round. And LDLC, again, have the money to buy up for this round. And SmithZz is going to get the AWP, so they're going to try and get Rambo in there to cause some problems and break the economy of NIP, who should be able to buy in the next round if this one doesn't go their way.
Yeah, they've been constantly on the brink of just having to eco, and that free round being given to LDLC. But so far, it's not happening. And we're going to see SmithZz actually picking up the AWP, which usually against NIP isn't the smartest choice, because NIP are usually very, very passive, and they rarely ever go for a peek. It's like playing Virtus.pro a lot of the time on this map. We do see sometimes that NIP will like to get a little bit feisty on middle for a peek. We saw that previous round. I think Xizt got a very aggressive peek, which led to a series of trades favoring NIP. But generally speaking, they don't challenge too much on these long ranges.
So they're not going to pursue Banana too much for the time being. Maybe a plan B if they don't manage to get a pick. Again, these smokes are just stopping LDLC from being able to advance properly. They want to get their set plays in, get their team flashes in, so they can take over the top of mid, and we may see that shortly from them as SmithZz goes for the fake up to B. So again, you can see that the smokes from NIP have been exhausted on the A bomb site, and now LDLC start to advance. 30 seconds left, however, in this round, and they're going to need to push fast. Going to wrap through CT towards B and have SmithZz for the crossfire here. Or is it a double wrap? I mean,
The bomb is going towards Library. That's going to drop straight away. That's going to tell NLP a lot about what should be happening in this round. Happy they're trying to win the one-on-one over at quad against Fifflaren. He is going to do so, but Forest should still be left there in pit to contend with. But they are going to reclaim the bomb there and just hit that A site really hard. Forest in the pit with the quick double. And can he find anything else? He's usually so strong here. There is frag number 3. He's looking at a 4-man, but shoxy will deny him. But more than enough damage done. His teammates now looking at only a 2-on-1 situation to deal with enough time left.
They are, however, against the worst possible person they could ask for. shoxy in a 1-on-2 with they're coming left and right. He needs to peak at the right time, but time is running out for Nip, and it may end up being a 1v1 for shoxy. There is the 1v1. Friberg going for the defuse. Oh, the pole's in the way. Can he get it in time as he stops?
Oh, barely gets the angle in time. Friberg going down. We actually saw a similar situation before. I think it was like Pasha against Hellraisers the other day, where he was in this situation on the site, and he was in that spot. He just smoked himself and did like a delayed flash while holding the defuse. Because that is so awkward, that the angles to get around, you've got to like get in the sights. It can be really awkward. But LDLC with 4 now against the 3 of Nip.
Yeah, they were forced to plant deep in the site there because Forest was still in the pit, raising hell, taking frag after frag. So they had to plant it in as hidden away a place as possible. Then it worked against them at the end of the round, but they managed to eke it out. But a bomb is down in mid now, and that's... we're going to have the angle hold by Xizt? No, he's going to hold this angle instead.
One thing, by the way, one of the awesome power plays that NIP always have in their bag is Forest in pit. This is why he plays pit, because he's able to just quad kill from there. And it happens so consistently.
Yeah, we've seen
and
some
look at the
highlight
damage
reels
that he did to the economy.
We've seen some highlight reels from him on the FACEIT site.
Yeah.
Sorry, in the FACEIT League of him playing pit. And there's another one that's potentially in the works. So great play there by Forest. Unfortunately, wasn't enough for his team to take it versus the power of shoxy.
But because of that, if LDLC loses, even if they get the bomb down, I'm pretty sure that they're on an eco as well, just because of the sheer damage that he did. Like, he killed 3 players straight up.
Yeah, they are poor at the moment.
Oh, here it comes though. Fifflaren in a very sick position, boosted above quad. And in they come into Fifflaren spray. Easy 2 frags for him before he goes down. And that is job done for Fifflaren, as they now Forest in pit. There's Xizt as well, just working that scout as always. And look at that, can you believe it? They have 4 guys left alive. Only losing Fifflaren there, that is crazy. And look at LDLC now, they are in tatters.
Nip will be hoping this is the start of a fruitful economy here for them in the remainder of this first half of this first match of this best of 3. So interestingly, like when I went to Inferno Online, as I spoke to you before, Nip have their own room there, which is kind of soundproofed, and people can stand behind them and watch them. So I do wonder if they are.
There's a Nip room.
They're there today. There's a Nip room. It's glazed.
Sick.
It is gangster.
That is gangster. All right, they're actually going to go in straight in it with the pistols. It looks like it's going to be NIP here taking them eco frags, but actually, wait, are they? They got shoxy coming up from behind. Get Right's going to get 2v1 basically there. And they just get the bomb down.
That smoke is going to be very handy for them as well. shoxy will hold the angle there, and Nip will have only 2 entrances into the site, which will converge in the same place. So this retake may be difficult for them, despite LDLC only having 1 rifle and it being in ruins.
Oh, NBK Tank does make the first kill there at pool. Jumping with the Xizt. Doesn't find anything else. Oh, Forest, what a reaction from this guy. Can you believe it? This man with that triple, with 1 health left.
1 HP, Jesus.
Oh my god. Disgusting stuff from Forest to save them again. Forest really doing a lot of work so far for LIP on Inferno.
Yeah.
And LDLC, once again, look at, no team can really secure economic control except Forest. Forest has economic control of them.
Forest is like the one-man Bilderberg group right now, just taking all your monies and sitting in the pit.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. They haven't been super aggressive here. I love that smoke he's throwing now, which allows you to get very close. In fact, I don't think he threw the smoke exactly, but looks like that is a moot point, as LDLC seems
Plan aborted.
seem to be going up to...
The power of 1 smoke on Banana.
They really wanted this. They at least have presence there. They've created a level of threat towards the B site now, which is what they wanted. And NIP are playing very passively towards apartments and middle, so they haven't actually worked out that everybody from LDLC is here. And so LDLC are banking on how passive NIP are being, and now they're just going to go in. There's no rotation. There's a player floating. It is Xizt. Let's see what they can do. 3 on 5 here. Friberg just catching kioShiMa completely blind. Pants around his ankles. And now it's NIP in a 5 vs 3 retake. They are dropping like flies though, these Frenchmen. Smith does get a response. Getting right in the back of the site there. Friberg coming in from coils. It's just Smith at pull. He's going to get dealt with. And NIP, they just smash that. They just bring the fist down on the B side.
Again, now we really need to pay attention to how Friberg played that in reaction to the bum rush from LDLC. He saw the nades come in. He was positioned so those nades didn't flash him. He threw the counter flash, and then he left the site completely. Went round to ruins where the tree truck are. Played for the retake, basically. Safety in numbers. He wanted to push with Nip rather than face the whole team or 3-5 of the team on his own and die to multiple rifles. He chooses to counter flash them to slow their push onto the site, then plays the numbers game with his team to retake the site afterwards. So yes, LDLC get the bomb site, but Nip get the round. It's 6-4 in Nip right now.
And Forrest actually doing the classic smoke for apartments. This is how you play this position. It's a very good option. As you can see, the players, if they want to go through apartments, they have to jump past. But he's actually going to just back away. And LDLC are more or less going to ignore the smoke that he threw. And here comes shoxi, and let's see if he can actually find himself a pick. Nothing for shoxi. What about Happy? Just like Happy not to find anything just yet. Holding position. NBK going in hard though. Fifflaren will drop over at quad. Got Forrest now. Going for the peak, just coming all the way out of pit there. Does find another kill. Forrest seems to be unstoppable at the back of this site. There's another one for Forrest as he sits there. Finally, Happy is the one to take him down, but so much damage has been done. And we have Happy alone over at quad. He does have the bomb on him though, but he's in a lot of trouble. There's players all around him. He's going to see if he can make himself a quick kill before trying to go for that bomb plant. He does have a lot of time to play with. That's why he's doing that. But it's looking really difficult. Going to have to use burn a smoke grenade. And is he going to get a peek there? Happy going to go for the shot, and he just couldn't quite connect with anybody's head. And NIP cleaned it up. But Forrest, man. Forrest, another triple. A key triple. They couldn't get past him.
Yeah, Forrest, I feel like there is a Forrest problem here we're seeing. Now, they need to...
there are some awesome jokes here.
I know, like cutting wood yeah. From the trees and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But
deforestation.
Like, yeah, they need to kill him, basically, but it's easier said than done. He's got so much protection from that giant lorry truck thing. You know, like they can smoke him off and take the site, but they still need to kill him afterwards. We saw what happened when he take the site and he's still alive there. He will take out 3 of them anyway. He doesn't care. So they need to do something about them.
They need some French lumberjacks to come into play.
Yeah, they just need the bulldozer.
I wonder how many times people have made that joke, but it's actually Happy to pick up a couple kills after picking up Forrest's M4. Maybe it's the magical properties to Forrest's arsenal here. As Happy finds himself the 4th kill. Happy working on that ace right now. There is one player left. Friberg comes in. He is going to put a stop to that, and Happy will go down. He did some good damage, but NIP have been winning some clean rounds here. They have got a really good bank going for them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there that he went for the gun just as he got taken out by Friberg, and I think you could sense his frustration there when he's spamming his mouth left and right at the beginning of this round.
He wanted to be in the highlight reel.
Yeah, and he's just going nuts with a butterfly knife now. Did I mention we're giving away a butterfly knife?
You did mention that, yeah.
Sweet. Right, so Smith's back on the AWP here. LDLC with 4 rounds out of a possible 12 on the T side, the less favoured side of Inferno, so they're doing fine for the time being. I mean, sometimes we see matches on Inferno where the T side on both sides goes crazy and they get like 10 rounds or something, but this is like a standard scoreline for Inferno.
Oh, I wonder if SmithZz is going to go all the way here. He's going to go for it, but he does get smoked off very soon. Sometimes you do see the AWP actually go all the way in for the huge risk, but SmithZz, you know, that smoke coming in.
Yeah, that's the B bomb site closed off for like the next 45 seconds with those smokes coming out, because there will be another one and possibly a 3rd thrown from Arch as well.
Yeah, they have shown Xizt knows the smokes. It's a very easy one, but
oh, he saw the boost, but the flames.
His boots are melted now. Can't get a refund on those. Smith's going to make his way back up there for the peak. He finds Fifflaren, but Fifflaren will win the situation there once again. Xizt coming in with the spray down, and it is Friberg who's going for the rotation. But once again, you know, Forrest in the back of the site, keeping things real. and they aren't going to be able to push into him just yet. So they are going to play for the 2 versus 1 against Friberg instead on the B bomb side. In comes the fire actually from them, as Friberg does rotate around through the back, through construction to coils. And there it is. There's the oh, he gets the spray for both players, and that's going to be the round cleaned up by Friberg. NIP are looking really great on the CT side at the moment. You've got to give a lot of credit to Forest, but overall, NIP are doing everything right.
Again, look at the direction of the shadows here that we're seeing in CT spawn. Friberg had an advantage there where he was standing behind coils, but he could see the shadow of the players as they approached the site, so that was an easy spray down for him to end that round and make it 9-4 to Ninjas in Pyjamas here. And the team LDLC will still be able to buy for the time being, but the bank is running low.
It certainly is running quite low. We'll have to see now from LDLC what they want to do. I mean, at the moment, it's looking like a very standard round. They haven't pushed anybody up to the top of Banana just yet for that map control, but they do have apartments. And they really want to start burning those grenades of NIP here. And we're going to see the re-smoke coming in. There it is. NBK going to go for a bit of a pre-fire there. I really like that. As the grenade comes in, hit the pre-fire. Maybe the player's still on the angle. And Forest working from Graveyard this time. Going to change his position. They're just looking for picks right now, and it's going to be NBK that finds one. Xizt goes a bit aggressive, and now LDLC, the pace turns up as they make their way through Arch and just spread across the map now. NIP, they're holding positions here, 2 to each site. This is a really good play from NIP to stay in the positions that they have and wait for LDLC to make a move. NBK ready from Library, though. Ready with the Molotov towards Pit.
But it's extinguished by a smoke. Not the best start plan. Fifflaren getting a nice spray down there, but doesn't manage to take out SmithZz. Bit of a crossfire. Forest still alive. Is probably going to take out NBK. Oh, the timing! Yes, he does get in, but there are 2 more for him to find. And Forest is just, again, staying alive for as long as possible for his teammates to rotate, but it won't be enough. It won't be fast enough, and shoxy does what he does. 9-5, Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Oh, yeah. They are really doing very, very well at the moment. I really loved the idea behind what they did, because they lost Arch.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to... Where we've seen previous matches where the last round they've done something crazy, now Forest has got the AWP.
And he's going to go for the pick. A bit of a playing on the spawns here. Or maybe not, because he doesn't actually go for the peak. He's going to try to flash himself over before he goes for this. Boom, there it is. And he's not going to find anyone at the bottom of the mid. So we'll return to the previous point it's going to make later now, as the round has started to show us how it's developing. NBK, wow, that is some sick damage from the wallbang. Fifflaren is running really low now, 6 health. That was, I haven't seen that one actually. Quite like that, so that's very nice by NBK. And now Fifflaren can't even really do the quad position. There's still 5 players left alive, but
they're putting him in the corner.
That's so smart. I mean, Fifflaren, I mean, what is he going to do with 6 health? He has to get really lucky. He's got a FAMAS. So it's not a very strong position to be in. So boosting him up there is pretty much the optimal way to use him. And in comes shoxy, going to get the entry onto Forest, and that's going to put the push, to life here as they do manage to make their way through. And it is just 1 kill after another here for LDLC as they now just kill Fifflaren. NBK finishing what he started as we see the bomb going down. So really cool round here from LDLC, and let's see if Friberg and Get Right are able to do this. They are making their way back around, synchronizing the push. Coordination is key. Friberg is very smoked off though, and Get Right might just be alone, so Friberg is going to go back around to Get Right's angle. Nice pick there from Get Right as he makes his way in. Still has 2 players left to deal with. shoxy and NBK combine to finish it off with a triple kill on NBK in that round, and 2-1 shox. Really good round by LDLC. They found the picks and they just hit the aggression on. And when you got a point man like shoxy, it can get out of hand sometimes.
Yeah, you can't really ask for more than shoxy as a point man.
It is pretty awesome.
He's just too much.
But now I get to quickly talk about that point very briefly that I wanted to mention. So what happened was NIP, they lost Arch, so then it gets like really crazy, because when the T's have Arch, they can be anywhere on the map. They can come around Library, they can go for the B split, they can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So you can have these like reactions where you destroy yourself as a CTs by moving too much. And NIP, what they did was they said, okay, this is like really crazy right now. Let's just defend from 2 very like localized spots. So we got 2 guys basically in pit, more or less. Like one was in the apartments, I think, one was in pit, and then 2 guys in the B bomb site, and then they don't move. that is like a really good way to do it, because you know where your friend is covering, so you know what you have to do. You can bring order to the chaos, and I really liked what NIP's approach to that very chaotic situation.
We've got Get Right topping the leaderboard. Sorry, Forest topping the leaderboard for Ninjas in Pajamas. Those clutch frags in pit, just taking him to the top. Then we can see that SmithZz and kioShiMa are struggling on the T side for Ninjas. Sorry, for LDLC, but we'll see if
What
SmithZz
is
can.
this? Some aggression here from kioShiMa. He's going deep behind enemy lines right now. Oh, he just snaps the neck of Friberg on his tour down Inferno. Finds himself at Banana now as NBK gonna snap the neck of Get Right. This is looking pretty strong for LDLC right now.
When you said tour down Inferno, I instantly thought like caps and fanny packs. You know, like fat American tourists.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
come
gonna
back
shut
to
you
this.
down, James, by saying I don't know what you're talking about. it's like, do you know this
I don't know
movie?
what you're talking about, bro. Okay, I'm out for this round. It's all you.
All right, well, we do have NIP just settling back to try to stabilize after losing 2 players very early on. They do have SmithZz to contest with, so this is actually the best possible site for them to hit. They're going to tag SmithZz. He's going to spot what's happening, and in comes the rotation already. You got the player, kioShiMa, who's floating around the CT spawn area, and now they go in. Let's see if we can see some big kills coming in from NIP to make this possible, as we see Xizt just clearing out the site. And SmithZz at the back now, going to get a quick double with the Xizt. It's all on Forest. He's got 9 points of health. Surely not. And it's going to be the round for LDLC, as they have been looking really good. I mean, both teams are looking great at the moment. I mean, LDLC looked good on the T side. I couldn't really say that anything looked particularly bad about their strategies or how they were executing. And the same can be said for NIP. They played their strategies really well.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see where SmithZz goes on the bye rounds here for LDLC. I think that's obviously going to play an important role. And I'm also curious to see if they rotate the position, as you do in with like Kenny S does, for example, on Titan. So that will be curious.
Kenny S with that Pro 90.
NBK.
And, sorry, did I say
Kenny
Kenny
S?
S?
Kenny S plays
Where
for
did I get
Titan.
Kenny? NBK with the Pro 90. Let's see what he can do. Happy does make the first frag onto Friberg, but this is quite a shutdown banana attempt here for NIP, as we do have them falling back again, trying to assess their options here. They want to get some picks on the board. Getting the bomb down is like incredibly difficult. Oh my goodness, Fifflaren gonna take down SmithZz.
Oh, he's got a P90 virus. I respect that. It's a nice gun.
It's gonna be one frag to him already. There's the second, and there is the third with the P90. So
P90.
very easy stuff there for LDLC. They only lost SmithZz. It was a really nice pick from Fifflaren though, and getting that economic damage into the CT side early on is really important. Especially now that they come close to their buy. Unfortunately, they didn't get the bomb down, otherwise they would have had a buy. But we're going to see a pretty strong situation for them. Look at that, 4 HEs. What are they going to do with these 4 high explosives? NBK going in right now. Is he doing this?
We got 420 P90 coming up right now.
Oh, there's number 1. Oh, they're all blinded. It is just a shooting gallery from NBK. Gets 3. Oh my god, NBK. Please.
NBK
so
blocks.
Good.
So that's paid for itself now. Great team.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you do an aggressive anti-eco play on Banana. You need that team flash.
That flash.
The strategy, again, I think just brilliant strategy just revolves around Happy. I know shoxy is the in-game leader at the moment for LDLC, but this is why I really loved watching the old LDLC team. The tactics were just off the charts, and we're seeing the same thing here from the new team as well, which I'm really happy about. No pun intended.
NBK is trying to get close as well, but they had the 2 Molotovs there that were staggered in a way that anyone who was in front of the deep smoke is going to get burned alive, and it's going to be a quick push. They're just going to expand up through middle straight away. Friberg on the back here, trying to watch for those players flanking, as they know that Banana is held very deep by LDLC, and that's the benefit of that is a quick rotation to A. So good denial of that from Friberg, and so far so good from. Wow, that angle, that's kind of nuts right now. NIP are just kind of blitzing on all of these angles. They're slowly moving in. LDLC can feel them breathing up their neck. And now it's SmithZz going to go for the peak. Down on 16 health. Happy going to go for the peak as well against Forest. Actually does get the frag. And LDLC are holding. NIP were looking so good. But LDLC are now still not out of trouble. I mean, we do have 3 players from NIP. 3 Swedes brandishing AK-47s. They're slowing things down though. They're waiting for maybe a bit of a reaction from LDLC. Maybe some nades. And now Fifflaren going to be making his way in first man as Happy makes his rotation through library. Shoxy there in the pit. Can he live up to the forest? Here it is though. Fifflaren going to go for the one-on-one right there for the trade. Don't get it, but it is a 1-on-2 now. Get right. Got so much to deal with as a player. Shoxy in pit, trying to find his head right now, but it is going to be win by time. And NIP struggling with 3 men to really find a way into the site. And LDLC holding really well, considering the fact that so much damage had been done and they'd lost so much map control.
LDLC building the cash right now. Shoxy with 7,500. We've got NBK with a solid 9. And things are going well for them. Get right can only afford a P250 for the time being, so less than ideal situation here for ninjas in pyjamas. And again, it's a passive start to this round here from the T side, slowly emerging towards Banana, and just taking some map control in the early mid regions.
So the resmoke there from kioShiMa. NIP still just working the map control. They got Friberg, the king of Banana. King of Banana.
So I used to work with a guy who used to say, like, when he, instead of saying goodbye, he'd say, take a banana, it's a jungle out there. But for Counter-Strike, you could say, take a Friberg, it's a banana out there. But that hasn't been the case today, as he has been getting done over by the LDLC on the B bomb site. Now he finds himself on the T side, but there will be no push on the B bomb site just yet.
Well, I mean, Friberg is towards the back here. He can use the long range to go for a really sick pop flash, but they don't need that. So instead, he's just going to go in behind his teammates here. Now, as the frags do come in, we have Shoxy in the pit position. This is where Forest did so much damage for NIP. Shox, can he live up to that? Going to take down 2 players immediately. Shox stopping the push from quad. There's still 2 more players, but he's got support. NBK, giving a help on hand right there with Get Right, and there's going to be a very nice cleanup there. It feels like NIP is really struggling to find a way in at the moment. LDLC are doing very well what NIP do so well on the CT side. They're playing a passive and very adaptive style where they kind of they're like water, James. Their opponents expand. You contract.
Shoxy is showing he's at the moment Forest equal in pit, and but it is important that NIP do not allow the CT side to get a to run away with these rounds here, because it is going to be a long, arduous task to win this on the T side of a CT-sided map. Now we have an early advance into apps from NIP being on that eco. Much more aggression early on than we would otherwise see. They are smoked off from Banana, however, with one person holding it, as is standard in these situations. NBK does get tagged through the smoke. Has to be careful that he doesn't get dinked, because if he does fall, the Ts are going to push that pretty quickly. Forest does find Shoxy's face though, and NBK still holding things down here in Banana. We'll take out Friberg as well, so the king of Banana is dead for this round at least.
It'd be really nice if someone could actually toss a smoke from CT Arch towards Banana, like for NBK, so he has the triple smoke there. That'd be really nice. I think he's run out of smoke now. Yeah, he's run out of smoke now. And obviously this smoke play is really shutting down the options for NIP massively. Get Right did find himself a rifle, and he's ready for the peek towards SmithZz on middle. Let's see if he can get it. Get Right looking for the shots. There it is, the 1-on-1 against SmithZz, and he's going to pick up the kill.
You can see there's a cautionary rotation to make it 2-on-2 of each bomb site from the CTs, but Happy's going to have to run back towards A now that he has had a teammate fall. And Xizt will take out NBK as well. Bit of uncertainty for the CTs, but they have found the bomb. 2 of them left, and it's only going to be Xizt now to try and salvage this round. Looks like he is going to save with only 3 seconds on the clock. Won't be teleporting on this map, and that is going to be another round to LDLC.
They did a lot of damage there, and let's not forget that they didn't even have armor. And they managed to do so much damage. But of course, LDLC have been really strong, a lot of clean rounds together. Their economy right now is super healthy. They got a guy on 10k, Happy on 8k as well, 5k on kioShiMa. So they're really not hurting for money. So NIP needs to, if they want to force an eco, they're going to have to basically in the next 2 rounds do a severe amount of damage.
Yeah.
So let's see if they are able to do that. I like this pressure. These wall bangs are going all the way through like a long passageway on apartments. So by doing the wall bang early on, you actually create enough threat and presence there that the guy falls back out of apartments. And we do get a pick from Friberg, the king of Banana.
The king is back.
He claims this throne. And that is not going to be very interesting for LDLC anymore to go down banana. I don't think with having Friberg standing there. Oh, they are going to maybe go for it with maybe a pop flash or something. They are going to move in. They want to go for the aggression, and Happy does pick off Friberg.
SmithZz. I'm telling you, SmithZz is Rambo. He doesn't care about anything anymore. He just wants to go in and rip heads.
Wow, that's really rare that you see that. Like, that kind of just an all-in push there, because it could have been the entire team there. That's the whole point, but they took the gamble.
They're going for the plays that you don't expect them to do, the plays you're not used to being on the receiving end of, and that's working wonders for them at the moment.
And now NIP are in for this push onto A. They're on the site, but LDLC are the ones taking the kills. They get 3 in a row already, and Xizt is stuck on the site. Not much for him to do now. Happy going to spray him down. And LDLC, they really just outplayed NIP that round. They took a risky play towards Banana near the end of the round, and that was what enabled them to have such a fast response that the retake was overwhelming.
In that sense, they're like the new Virtus.pro, meaning that, like, you know, Virtus.pro, you always feared Virtus.pro because you didn't know what they were going to do, and now LDLC have become that team with even more aggression. So, again, I mean, how do you prepare for this when you have nothing to compare it to? Like, you know, it's not easy for NIP, and it's going to make them be a bit more passive. You can see there's no smoke on Banana, but 2 of them are at the bottom of Banana, Xizt and Friberg. So Friberg, the king, has brought a prince along for assistance.
Well, he does. Sorry, NIP do have the bomb down at slope as well, so they are keeping their options open at the moment. And they need to find a way back very soon against LDLC. I mean, if we do a quick money check, it's not looking good for the Swedes at the moment. LDLC in the first map of this best of 3 are looking really, really good. I believe the next map is Cash, but they really want to go into Cash having an advantage because LDLC are a fantastic. I mean, they're fantastic everywhere, so they are going to need this this comeback to come in. And we're seeing a couple nades go over now. The re-smoke there from LDLC, but they're going to go in anyway, flash themselves, and make the entries. Looking good for NIP right now, but Happy is there behind the smoke. LDLC's shoxy going to find a kill on to get right, but it's a 2-on-4 situation, and not a lot of love to be found here for LDLC as they are stuck behind those smokes.
So I think LDLC, it seems they will try and contain the Ninjas in Pyjamas team on the bomb site for as long as possible, so it is as costly as possible for them to win this round. LDLC can obviously afford to lose these weapons, but not too many of them. I was about to say, if NIP can wipe out LDLC 2 rounds in a row, LDLC will be in trouble, because look at their money. A few of them, you know, well, one of them won 4,000, a few on 7,000. They don't have as much as it may seem, and if they all have to fall by, as they will, now we'll see how much money they'll be left with after this round. If NIP can string 2 rounds together here, then they may be in good stead. Let's see how much money the CTs have left once they've got their full buy. And SmithZz and shoxy yet to make a purchase here, but Happy dropping the AWP here for SmithZz. And now you can see they've got $350 to 3,500. So again, if NIP can win this round as well, LDLC will be in trouble.
Yeah, going to be looking at that eco for sure, and so this is the turning point for them. This is where they can get back into the game, or where they can definitely lose the game. So all the stakes are on right now. We're going to see LDLC putting SmithZz with the AWP in apartments, and I really like this. They haven't done that so much. We haven't seen much of SmithZz with that AWP for LDLC on the CT side just yet. And NIP, though, they're not really challenging. They are taking it quite slowly at the moment, methodically just gaining position, gaining map control as GetRight goes for some peaks. Now what is he to see? Got to be very careful not to get picked off. This looks like the B play where GetRight's the lurker. This is the standard. And let's have a look and see how this B take goes for NIP. Oh wow, that counterfire, that's really smart there before the rush comes in. That's really damaging there to NIP. If they want to hit their timing, they've got to go through it. And NBK going to take down 2 players already. NIP suffering now. In comes Happy from behind, runs out of bullets, but they all drop like dominoes. And LDLC with their sick round. And that Molotov, man, where he... Oh, that's so smart.
LDLC are just a step ahead right now.
That was so cool.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of new things we don't see very commonly from LDLC, both in their aggression and their defense, as we just saw there. So excellent play there. They are 2 rounds away from taking the first map of this match. So I wonder if they keep this kind of strategy up long term, how favoured they will be for future matches on CS:GO Lounge.
That is so smart. I'm still like really in awe of how because I've never seen a team basically have the foresight to Molotov, like to maybe see the first nade and then Molotov whilst they're setting up for the push, as they are already committed.
I do wonder.
Perfect timing.
I do wonder if they combine that with flashbang as well. We'll have to look at that back.
Yeah.
Because if you saw the way Titan, the old Titan lineup, used to throw a flash as T over into the B bomb site and then Molotov the barrels and second oranges, so people would be on fire and have no idea. If they were doing a similar thing there, because where that Molotov landed is a very common spot for the T's to stand as they're all throwing their grenades into the site. So there could be some serious shenanigans going on here on the LDLC side.
It is beautiful, but we're going to see, I think, a push from NIP here. It's looking very, very likely it's going to hit now, and in go the flashes from Forest, and let's see if they're able to make the entries here. They are moving in very quickly. They do have themselves CD Arch. LDLC have contracted fully back on top of this bomb site right now. They got nowhere else to fall back onto. And Forest is going to find an easy kill onto Smith. He wasn't even looking his way. And kioShiMa having to 180 to find a frag. And NIP look all over this, but it's not going their way. And the frag's Happy coming in from the back end. Now Xizt and Friberg in a 2-on-2. And Happy does take down Friberg already. In comes NBK from the side. Great Molotov there onto the side. As Xizt burning, he's burning alive! And that's going to be the round for LDLC. And Happy just going to stand in that very happily. Not worried at all by the fire. And that is so cool, that Molotov usage that we're seeing from LDLCs thus far.
Yeah, again, Virtus.pro, traditionally the team who most commonly use the Molotovs on the CT side, especially on Inferno. But you can see that LDLC use them aggressively, whereas Virtus.pro used to take a shot, like say Pasha on Arch with AWPs, take a shot, then run back and throw the Molotov down to try and slow the advance of the Ts. However, they use it for retakes, and it's working out brilliantly for them. Xizt went down in the flames there to try and get his team some semblance of a buy for the next round with that $4,000 bonus.
So that is just crazy, crazy sick there from LDLC. They knew that NIP didn't have that much cash. They knew that it was very unlikely to be AWP there. They do a double peek down middle. Big situation for them. Now they took down 2 players. They lost SmithZz. That is such a worthwhile trade, because any player NIP wanted to make, now it's much more obvious. LDLC can work it out much faster. We already see that they have 3 players on the A site. They have NBK deep on Banana. He can rotate really fast. Happy in with the first kill. NIP struggling now to make this work. It's very difficult for them. They need to have fantastic individual performances to make this work. There is Get Right though. Does take down Happy, but there is the trade immediately in 16-10 for the first map. Inferno going the way of LDLC. And honestly, you know, NIP, they played an awesome, really awesome CT side. It was gorgeous to watch, but that LDLC there, they had this like spice of something that I have never tasted before, and it was gorgeous. It was glorious.
That was beautiful, DDK.
Thank you.
You know, LDLC don't even seem like a team who have only been together for a mere few weeks. These teams are gelling super, super fast. It's like they've got some crazy, I don't know, NASA business going on, and they're just getting in the zone, and just their organization is amazing. Like their strats,
they're innovative. They're very innovative.
Yeah. They are leading the charge here, and they're beating teams by superior strats in the same way that the old LDLC team used to. I mean, Happy used to really kind of break down each team he was playing up against and have just these mad team-specific strats, and we just saw just superior strategy there from LDLC. Yeah,
some of the tactics at display were like really great. And guys, we are going to go into the next map very shortly. So we'll take a very, very quick break, guys. We'll be right back after this for map number 2. It'll be Cash between NIP and LDLC.